The day I saw my husband's other wife in the market, my heart stopped. She was holding a child, his child, with the same wide eyes and stubborn chin. The child's laughter rang through the market, loud and carefree. I turned, expecting to see a stranger. Instead, I saw him, my husband's face mirrored in a little boy no older than 4. And beside him stood a woman, her hand resting on the child's shoulder as she haggled with a yam seller. My blood ran cold. I knew that look. The boy had Femi's sharp nose, his wide forehead. Even the way he pouted when the woman scolded him was the same as our younger son. That was the day I realized my husband had another family. And I was going to prove it. Hello everyone, before we start today's video I need your help. We've noticed that the channel is losing traction and subscribing is one of the best ways you can help us. It's quick, free, and allows us to continue bringing you great content. Your support means everything. Let's keep this channel growing together. Thank you very much. Now let's begin the video. My name is Adunni, and for 10 years, I believed I had a good husband. Femi was a respected cloth trader in our village. He was handsome, hardworking, and everyone said I was lucky to have him. We had 3 children together, 2 girls and a boy. Life was simple, but it was good. Or so I thought. The first sign came on a rainy evening. Femi had just returned from one of his trips to Lagos. He handed me a new wrapper, kissed the children, and then like always he left to visit friends. But that night, I noticed something strange. His money pouch was lighter than usual. Business was bad this time. I asked as he untied his shoes. He hesitated. Yes. The market was slow. I nodded, but something in his voice didn't sit right. 3 days later, I was at the river washing clothes when I heard them. 2 women from the next village were gossiping, their voices low but sharp. Saw him myself. A fine house near Ojulegba. And the woman. Young, pretty. She even had a child with him. My hands froze in the water. Who? The other woman asked. Femi, the trader. The one married to Adunni. My heart pounded so loud I was sure they would hear it. I wanted to scream. To demand answers. But I stayed quiet. Because if this was true, I needed proof. Femi left for Lagos again the next week. This time, I was ready. I told my sister I was visiting our sick aunt. Instead, I followed Femi. I wore an old wrapper and covered my face with a veil. I sat at the back of the bus, my stomach in knots. When we reached Lagos, Femi didn't go to the market. He took a taxi to a quiet neighborhood. And then I saw it, a small blue house with a wooden gate. A woman opened the door, smiling. A little boy ran out, shouting, "Daddy! You're back!" My legs trembled. I had my proof. I needed to know who she was. The next day, I returned to the blue house. This time, I wore my best clothes and carried a basket of mangoes. I knocked. The woman opened the door. She was younger than me, with smooth skin and bright eyes. "Good afternoon, sister," I said, smiling. "I sell fruits. Fresh from the village." She hesitated, then let me in. The house was small but neat. A framed photo sat on the table, Femi, this woman, and the little boy. All smiling. Like a real family. My hands shook as I handed her the mangoes. "What's your name?" I asked. "Neka," she said. "And your husband? Does he like mangoes?" She laughed. "Oh yes. He travels a lot for work, but when he's home, he eats them like a child." My chest burned. Femi hated mangoes. I waited until Femi returned to the village. That night, as he ate his dinner, I placed the photo from Neka's house in front of him. His spoon clattered to the floor. "Adunni, Don't lie," I said, my voice steady. "I met her. I saw your son. His face crumpled. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I met Neka years ago. She didn't know about you. I didn't know how to stop. I wanted to slap him. To scream. But I just stood up. Tomorrow, I said, we go to the elders. The next morning, the village square was full. Femi stood in the center, head bowed. Neka had been summoned, and she arrived with her son, her face streaked with tears. The elders listened as I told my story. Then Neka told hers. Femi had deceived us both. The oldest chief, Baba Agba, stood. A man who hides his heart in two places will lose them both, he said. Femi, you must choose. One wife. One family. Femi looked at me, then at Neka. His voice cracked. I choose. Neka. The crowd gasped. I didn't cry. I just turned and walked away. I left the village and moved to the city with my children. It was hard at first, but I started a small trade selling spices. My sister helped me. Slowly, life became sweet again. A year later, I heard Neka left Femi. She found out he had another woman in a different town. Karma, they say, is patient. But it never forgets. As for me, I learned that a man who keeps secrets will always be trapped by them. But a woman who uncovers the truth, she is free.